Welcome to the A+ Edtech podcast. My name is Ashley McBride, and I'm an instructional technology facilitator from North Carolina. Today we're going to talk about the hashtag Lastbell movement with my guest, Jennifer Hogan. Jennifer is an assistant principal from Alabama who has worked in education for 23 years. She's the co-founder of Alabama EdChat and US EdChat on Twitter, as well as the co-founder of the Voxer group Women in Education Leadership. So Jennifer, you've done a lot with social media. What draws you to Twitter and similar platforms?
I love social media. I love sharing our school story and getting to share with the world the awesome things that our students and teachers are doing in our school every day. I think it's so important that educators do that.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Women in Education Leadership Voxer group that you co-founded?
I love this group. It is only women, and we're women who are in leadership positions, school districts, maybe former school leaders. We have one school leader in our group, Lisa Dabbs, who was a principal for a long time, and she really acts like a mentor for lots of us. She's an education consultant now, but love having the different members of our group. We've had that group for about 3 years, and it's really cool being a part of that group. And that's actually the group that started the movement Lastbell, hashtag Lastbell on social media. And I'm just really excited to talk to you about that today because the month of May starts next week, and we're getting fired up for Lastbell.
So can you explain to us what the hashtag Lastbell is?
Absolutely. It actually started as a conversation in our Women in Ed Leadership Voxer group. For about 2 springs, we started talking about energy levels and motivation and connections and what kids were doing in schools. And all of us made the comment that we had seen really a decline in motivation and what kids were doing. And we talked about the movies that are shown in some classrooms and kind of coasting until the end of the year. I wanted to come up with a way to help motivate and encourage teachers to finish the year strong, because it's our belief that those days that you have are just as important as the days that you have with them in August. And so in the group, we wanted to come up with a way to motivate teachers and encourage them and give them ideas to finish the year strong. And so we started the hashtag Lastbell, and we did that last spring. And about the week before May, we kind of launched it and wrote some blog posts and announced it and shared it with the social media world and let everyone know what was coming. We all signed up to either tweet or share a blog post, to do something each day in May that would be encouraging. We had some book giveaways. We did some really cool things. Blab was around at the time, and so we actually had a conversation online, a video chat, which was cool, and just lots of fun things and encouraging things that happened in the month of May last year because of it. And so we're really, really excited to do it again this year.
So what are some of the types of resources that people share?
Well, we had some people share some printables, maybe some motivational printables that they could share in teachers' boxes or email to them. We have a graphic that is part of our Lastbell campaign, so teachers can print it off and post it outside their classroom. They can add it to their email signature that we use throughout the campaign.
Are there any items that were shared in previous years that have been really special for you?
And so Rhonda Roysden is an instructional technology specialist in Tennessee, and she reached out to me through the Lastbell campaign. She was really motivated by it, and actually had her to write a guest blog post on my blog, thecompellededucator.com. And it was really, really cool what she shared about what they did in their district for the teachers. They shared the Lastbell badge. They gave M&Ms to their teachers and put a little note with it, May matters, and had Smarties for the teachers and said, use your smarts, and really, really neat things that they did just to keep their teachers motivated. And she, in the past, had trouble getting her teachers on Twitter. And so it was really cool for her and for their district to see that teachers were tweeting and sharing all the meaningful learning that was happening in their class. It was just very, very inspiring to be a part of that, and to think that the Lastbell campaign was what motivated that in that entire district.
So how can people participate?
So easy for anyone to participate in Lastbell. It's simply a movement on social media. So you can find Lastbell hashtag on Twitter and on Instagram, and just be a part by jumping in and sharing the great things that are happening in the district. Just be sure to tag it with Lastbell. There's different resources that you can find when you search the hashtag. There's some printables. There are some chats that are happening where the focus is Lastbell and staying motivated. Just some really inspiring quotes and reminders for all of us as educators as we move into this last month of the school year. For many of us, I know some people don't get out until June, but for lots of us, May is the last month of the school year, and we really want to finish strong. So just by jumping in and searching for that hashtag, it's real easy to be a part of it.
Do you have any suggestions for teachers that you may have learned through Lastbell, or maybe just your own suggestions to keep teachers motivated from the beginning of May through the end of the year?
You know, it's such an emotional investment that teachers have to make as they pour into their students throughout the year. And so we get tired. Near the end of the year, we get tired. And so what we've learned last fall is that a great way to stay motivated is to connect with other people who believe what you do, who strongly believe that they're making a difference and trying to make a difference in the lives of kids. The best way to stay motivated and to continue to stay strong is to connect with those people. And by having the Lastbell hash, easy to connect with other people who want to stay strong and make a difference for kids all the way up until the last bell rings.
All right. Well, thank you so much for waking up early and hanging out with me this morning.
Absolutely. I know that last answer was not really a practical one. Like there's no secret, staying motivated, but it's really about a philosophy and staying inspired. And so by finding each other and by connecting through that hashtag, there's no practical way. It's about really staying inspired and staying energized and staying motivated. So then that's really what the hashtag is about, I guess. It's more than just the practical nuts and bolts type thing that people can get from the hashtag, but it's about connecting with other people who believe what we believe.
I would like to again thank Jennifer Hogan for taking the time to talk to me. Don't forget to visit the Lastbell hashtag on Twitter and Instagram during May and June to share some of your end-of-the-year activities and motivations with others. If you would like to connect with Jennifer Hogan, you can find her on Twitter at Jennifer_Hogan, or follow her blog, The Compelled Educator, at thecompellededucator.com. Links for these items can be found in the show notes at aplusedtech.com. While you're there, please feel free to leave comments, suggestions for future episodes, or sign up to be a guest on the A Plus Edtech podcast.